Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. Oh my gosh, it's the last day. We made it. We're here. Ooh! Seriously, like day 14. She's here. I feel like it was just yesterday I was pondering, are we gonna do Vlogmas this year? Should I still do it? Blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, let's just go ahead and do it. And now it's over. But it's been really nice, and I'm really glad I decided to do it, even though it wasn't like we weren't out and about bopping around. You know, we at least got a couple bopping videos usually in Vlogmas. But, you know, this is where I'm at. You know, and I'm glad that we could be chill and find a way to still be together and spend this time together. So these are like time capsules. This is the 5th year doing Vlogmas on my channel, and it's like every year it's like just a time capsule of like what I'm doing in that year. So that's really cool. So I'm glad that we could share this together. If you're wondering what all this stuff is behind me, it's my Mercari store. All of this is listed on my Mercari. It's always, the link's always down below. We got shoes, we got clothes, we got DVDs, we got all kinds of stuff back here. We got some books. I have some makeup to list. You know, we got a lot popping off over here. And those, oh my gosh, those shoes that we shipped together on Friday were already there by Monday, Tuesday? I don't know. They rated me on yesterday. So I'm like, that was really, really quick. So, all right. FedEx with the speedy deliveries. All right. So, it's Wednesday evening. I was just watching Sweet Magnolias and woo-hoo-hoo. We're in deep. But I said, you know what? I have to go film the last day of Vlogmas. So, y'all gonna have to handle your drama. We're just going to put it on hold. If you do not watch that show and you're looking for a show to suck you in, go ahead. It's on Netflix. And then when you finish that, go to Virgin River. Both of those shows, the way they're structured, you can't stop watching because every episode, like the last few seconds, is a cliffhanger. So you're like, oh, can't stop now. Anyways, what we're going to do today, I mentioned this in my last declutter. Was it the lipsticks or the eyeshadows? I don't remember. But I said, would you guys be interested in a makeup brush declutter? Janet said yes, and 2 people liked her comment. So I'm going to go ahead and say we're doing it. So 3 people for sure want it. And the rest of you ended up here. So maybe you want it too. I have the brushes out that I use over here. So these are brushes that sit to the side that I just don't use very often. Like I might dig through here some, but I haven't reached in these in a couple of months, which means they're not things that I pull from. So I really want to be cutthroat, and then I'll just sell them all as a bundle on my Mercari. It'll just be like all together. So I have 2 bins that look like this. So 1, 2, and ideally it would be like face in one, eye in the other, but it just didn't space-wise work out like that. So they're kind of just all mixed up, and that's how we're rolling. But I'm going to angle the camera down, and we're going to go through, and we are going to declutter these. Yeah, and some of they're all clean, but some of them didn't come super clean the last time I washed them because of what the soap I was using. So I will rewash them before I sell them. Like this one, it's clean, but like in the center, all the makeup didn't come out. I was using, I don't remember what I was using, but I got that Zote, like it's laundry detergent that everyone on YouTube uses for makeup brushes, and I did really like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna stick with. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Okay, here are the 2 bins. I love that these have lids on them, but here are all of the brushes. So there are quite a bit of brushes in here. so we really have our work cut out for us. So I'm going to put one of these to the side, and then we will just go through one. So I think on the lids, one will be keep, one will be declutter. Alright, so first off, we have an e.l.f. stippling brush. That's going to be declutter. I have this IT Cosmetics Heavenly Skin foundation brush. See, another example of, like, it's clean, but all the makeup didn't come out of it, so I need to wash it. But this is a keep. This is such a nice brush. I love my Real Technique brushes. Like, this Expert face brush is so good. If you're looking for affordable drugstore makeup brushes, this is your brand. I would say they fall short in terms of eye brushes, but it seems like over the last couple years they've been trying to expand on those. So definitely worth checking out. And then they come out with all these beautiful limited edition ones throughout the year that are so beautiful. So I'm going to keep this one, which is $300. I have this stippling brush in MUA Professionals Makeup Academy. Okay, this goes way back, but this was or is sold at CVS. And Casey Holmes used to be obsessed with this brush, which is why I bought it. And I literally don't use it like ever, even at the time of purchasing it, even now. So we're just gonna go ahead and pass that along. And I don't really use stippling brushes in general, so oh, we have Goldie sniffing it out. Okay, this is a Morphe Bretman highlighting brush that came with that highlighting palette that I have from them, but these aren't really the type of brushes I use, so we'll declutter. We have an e.l.f. brush. I think this is like for contouring, but I don't really use these like super dense brushes, so we'll declutter. This is Sephora Pro Slanted Buffing Detail Precision 89. This is their old packaging, so I'm sure they still have something like this, but it's a dense, like, there's a little incline to it. I love this one and definitely going to keep it. The Sephora brushes are good. They're just really expensive. We have a Luxe Profusion 680 face brush. This again is an angle brush and it's a little bit more dense. I think this came in a BoxyCharm in a set at one time, but this isn't something I reach for, so we'll go ahead and get rid of it. This was a Tarte makeup brush set that I had purchased at one point. It was like a unicorn set, and it was kind of expensive, but I really do like these brushes. We'll probably see a couple other in the other container, and this is a dense brush, kind of like some of these other ones we got rid of, but I definitely want to keep those, and I want to use them more often. Here is another kind of like dense angle brush from Real Techniques, and I want to keep this one. I'm probably going to keep all my Real Technique brushes, like this one, 301. It is a little stippling, but it's also like thicker. So pretty. I want pretty brushes. I want to feel a vibe when I do my makeup. Here is another Real Techniques brush, 300. I love these brushes. You can do so much. I use them mostly for like under eye setting, but you can really do anything with them. Highlighter, blush, whatever. This Morphe brush, this is a foundation brush, the Y something, it's worn off. But this one I purchased because Laura Lee used to be obsessed with this brush. I don't know if she had like a collab with them or something, but it is actually really good. So I do want to keep it. It's just with foundation brushes, I tend to not grab for them just because they're like harder to clean than a sponge. But I do really like that. This Berkeley is a set that I got off Amazon. And some of the ones I really like and some I don't really use. I don't really know. This is a Morphe E47. It's like this dense angled brush. I am going to declutter. This is a brush that came in, oh, I think it came in my Dallas box blush, but I've literally never used it. So this one might just end up in the trash, but we'll get rid of it. I can't decide about this one yet. Okay, Tarte, this is like a little dense brush. It's so cute. It like came with a Tarte set at one point, but we'll get rid of it. This is one of my favorite blush brushes. It's the It Cosmetics and Ulta Blush Brush 227 Flawless Blush. It's so good. Again, the last time I washed it, it was kind of stained with blush, so I need to wash it again. But seriously, one of my favorite brushes for blush. I have this really cute, like, dense little guy. This came in a Target, like, holiday set at one point. And it really reminds me of the ones that Makeup Geek used to always love in her videos. And she sold one for a while. Can't really decide about that either, so we'll put that back for now. We have a Sephora Fan Detailed 62 brush. This is for, like, I mean, you could really do anything for it, but it's really nice for, like, dusting, like, the highlighter onto your cheek and just kind of, like, getting more precision work, like it says. So I want to keep it. This Eco Tools brush, I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. Same with this brush. This is Moda. I guess like a highlighting brush, a fanning brush, I don't know. But we will go ahead and declutter. Again, not really loving these fan brushes. This white set came when I got a set off of, what was it, Amazon. It was a brush bag. I really just wanted the bag. But some of these brushes I do enjoy, but I'm going to pass those along. Love this little guy. This is like a Wet n Wild little unicorn cute brush. Sorry, you can hear the dogs in the background. Yeah. It's cute. Okay, we'll keep it. Again, another one from that Target set. Okay, I'm definitely going to get rid of this because I just don't use this style of brush at all. I do love Real Techniques, but these essential foundation brushes are just not something I use. I have in the past kind of used them to like place my foundation and then buff it out with something else, but it's just not something I'm going to gravitate towards, and then it just creates more work I have to do later by cleaning it. So here is another one from Real Techniques, basically the same thing. And I think one thing to remember too is like, okay, yeah, I'm getting rid of it now, but in 3 years, if I decide I want to go back to it, like, I can just go purchase it. Like, I don't need to hold on to it for 3 years in hopes that one day I want to use it. I have to get rid of that mindset. Here's another fanning brush, again, came from that Target set. Here's another stippling brush from e.l.f. Declutter, Declutter. This was like a little set that I've had for so long from Target. I remember Emily Noel used a brush like this, like the head of it, for so long, and she got it from Target, but I could only find it like in this mini set. So I just felt so cool using it, even though it wasn't exactly what she had, but it was like close enough. Yeah, it's so funny the memories that come with this. This is a Baby Beauty Forever Young. Remember when these were like super popular? I actually have a set up here I need to grab, but I'm going to go ahead and declutter this particular one because you'll see in a moment I have a ton of these. And they are actually good. I just need to use them, but they take a little bit more maintenance with cleaning them, so I don't always reach for them. These double-end brushes are kind of like a double-edged sword because they're hard to store, like if you store them up and down, but they are nice, especially traveling, to have like a multi-featured brush. But I think I'm going to declutter that one. I'm not sure about these, so let's just keep them in here for now. We'll make a decision soon. So this is going to be keep, and all of these are keep. So I think we got rid of about half of those, which is really nice. So we'll see how we do on the other one, and then we can go through again and make decisions about these kind of things. So here is the other container, just as full, maybe fuller. I do have some favorites in here that I know I want to keep. Like, I really love these contour brushes by Real Techniques. They just have so many uses, and I really enjoy using them. Here's another double-ended brush. This is from Eco Tools, and it's very similar to this one, but just has like more of a dome end on it. But I am going to go ahead and declutter that. This, for so long, this smoky white Essence of Beauty, I think I got it from Walmart maybe at some point. Before I got into makeup, this was like literally the only brush that I had. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it because of that. But then I'm kind of like, girl, you literally haven't used it in 10 years. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of that. A lot of these eye brushes I really like. So this is that Berkey brand that came in the set from Amazon. So like this was all a set. But I really love eye brushes. I don't know that I would get rid of any of these. This is another one from a set from Amazon that the eye brush holder came in. But I love these brushes. This is a Flawless Face Brush by Bare Minerals. I like that it's pinched, but I just don't use it very often, so we'll declutter. Keeping all of the bling brushes. They are so pretty, and it feels so pretty when I use them. This bronzer brush is so old and worn out, but I love this. This is so good. This is It by Ulta brush, one of my favorites. Definitely keeping. I'm going to get rid of this angled brush. It's the Vintage brand. It's an angle eyeshadow brush, and it's just not the type of brush I use. I'd rather just use a normal crease brush. We're going to pass on the e.l.f. complexion brush. I do like that it's pinched and such, but we're going to go ahead and pass that along. Okay, again, love these, but I guess I have two of them. The Real Techniques. I truly don't need both. So, keep one, get rid of the other. They're so pretty, but someone else would maybe like to have that. Alright, we're going to have to actually move these to our keep bin and make this declutter as well, because we're running out of space over here. Alright, there's a lot of eye brushes in the bottom here, but we'll keep working. This is Luxie Tapered Highlight Brush. I do like these tapered ones, so we'll keep that. This is an Expert Face Brush. It's like a, is that what it's called? It is Real Techniques. Oh, buffing brush. I do really like these brushes, so we'll keep. Real Techniques, this is the Deluxe Crease Brush. Love, love, love. We'll keep that. This is a set by Mode, M-O-T-D, and that's not one I use. We have a Real Techniques crease brush. Not one that I use, so we can pass it along. Here's an e.l.f. flat liner brush. I have one that I like better from Real Techniques, so we'll get rid of that. Oh my gosh, this is Sonia Kasha crease brush from Target, like super old packaging. This used to be like my only crease brush. I still really like it. We'll keep it. We're going to pass on this Luxie. Again, these flat, thick, dense brushes just aren't my thing. How many have we gotten rid of at this point? We have a couple more bling brushes. And, oh, this Tarte one I really love. Here's another Tarte one that's an eyeshadow. So definitely keeping those. I am such a sucker for these like domed thin brushes. This one's from Luxie. We might have to count up how many we have at the end and make some decisions. Another flat liner brush. This one's from Luxie again. Just not the type of brush that I reach for. Here's a thick foundation brush, or it's a round top blender from Luxie. It's so cute. I just really want it. It's cute. It's pink. Another stippling brush. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Another Benefit Box Blush brush. We're going to get rid of that. What do we have? Oh, another bling. We'll keep. A crease brush by Real Techniques. We'll keep. I really like ColourPop, the brushes that I have. This is their E9. I like that it's so thin and detailed. Keep. This is an e.l.f. No. Firma? I don't know. It's like a thin crease brush, or maybe more like a flat brush to lay glitter or something down, but we'll pass. Another flat line brush. This is the Morphe M432. We have another Real Techniques. This is a shadow brush. Same idea, it's flat, so you can lay your shadow down, so I'd rather have Real Techniques. We have a Morphe, again, another flat kind of lay down shadow or maybe glitter type brush. It's kind of hard to see, but getting rid of. Oh, here's another one of that Berkey brand. This is like an angled stippling eyeshadow brush we'll pass on. We have a Sigma small angled brush. I will keep this. It has a nice little angle on it. And I like how tiny it is. Like, that's actually good for liner, especially if you're using shadow. So we'll keep that. I do like this Luxie tapered blending brush. I like the ones that are kind of like pinched and then fluff out. Those are really nice for cleaning up or adding crease colors. I'm going to pass on this no-named eyebrow thing. The Santee. Oh, I really love these kind of brushes, though. They're kind of like very detailed. Okay, eyebrow brush we'll get rid of. Another like foundation brush we'll get rid of. Another eyebrow. And, oh, this is Morphe with the little angle. Just not my vibe. I don't use things like that. A Luxie eyeshadow. Another flat one I'm going to keep. Here's another angled kind of stippling one from that Berkey brand, so we'll pass that along. This was from that same little Target set. Maybe there were two of them, but we'll pass those along. Another eyebrow one we don't need. I do like this Real Techniques shadow brush. It's so pretty and nice to use. Oh, this is the Urban Decay Naked brush. I'm going to keep that. I really love Wet n Wild brushes, like this white handle with the pink on the end. But this particular one, I have enough of. Oh, Anastasia Beverly Hills, their little brush. I'm going to get rid of that, but that's like memories right there. Oh, this is so cute. This little guy, a Luxie mini tapered, but I think we've kept a couple of them at this point, so we'll pass on that. Alamar, again, another like flat brush. We don't need it. Oh, it's so cute. The Real Techniques. I think Julie might have given me a couple of these because I don't remember purchasing this, but this is so like flimsy. I think I'd get really annoyed trying to add eyeshadow with it, so we'll pass that on. e.l.f. Precision Eye Crease Brush. We've kept so many of these like little precision brushes, so we'll pass. Another angle brush. We've kept one, so we'll pass. Another Anastasia little brush. We will go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, we're making progress here. We have a Farrah concealer brush. Just not going to use that. An e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush. Not going to use that. What is this? e.l.f. contour. Not going to use that. Oh, Makeup Geek. This little detailed defined crease brush. I am going to keep that one. We have this flat brush from Sigma, Precision Flat Pro. I'm just not going to use that. Another one from Berkey. It's like a thicker crease brush. I think I do want to keep that. Oh, okay. This Real Techniques accent brush. This is the one I like using the most for liner, so we'll keep that. The vintage, kind of like a flat shader brush, will pass. This is e.l.f. small angled brush. We'll pass. I'm not sure what this brand is, but it's like just another flat one, so we'll pass on that. This is a get cheeky with it mode blush brush. I just don't think that's something I'm going to use, so we'll pass. Another Alamar brush, flat shader. We'll pass on that. A Real Techniques 201, kind of like this dome crease. We'll keep. This one broke. It was a Luxie 205. You could glue it, but I'm just going to get rid of it. Another no-named. Oh, I think this came in that Amazon thing. I'm going to pass. Another angled brush by Luxie eyeshadow will pass. Altered Ego. It's another like pinched kind of brush will pass. e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, their C brush. Another flat shaders thing will pass. Keeping the blings, keeping the blings. We've kept quite a few of these kind of angled fluffy brushes. This is Luxie Tapered Highlight, so we'll pass. This is Luxie 209 Large Shader. I think we've kept a few of those. Real Techniques, this is such a cute little brush. Gotta keep it. And then another one of the domed shadow brushes from Real Techniques. I think we've already kept one, but I love those. Gonna pass on these two kind of detailed eyeshadow brushes. We have another bling and we have another Tarte, so we'll keep those. Another Anastasia little brush. That's so funny. There's 3 of them. Gonna, what is this? Pass on this Luxie. Again, it's another like angled little guy. I do want to keep the tapered highlight from Morphe. We'll pass on these 3. They're different brands, but things we've already passed on, like those defined brushes or like the flat shader brushes. Gonna pass on the Berkey, like again, this like kind of thicker stippling type brush. That brings us here. I think I do want to keep kind of like this thicker one. I think I'll just go ahead and pass on those. So these are all of our decluttered brushes so far. Oh wow. That's pretty good, but if you look at what we're keeping, I don't know. I think I guess decluttering half is pretty good. We didn't really set numbers. I just said I wanted to be cutthroat, but I have some brushes up here, so let me grab them. So I had this sitting up on my shelf, and I haven't used these in so long. They all need to be washed because they've just been sitting in dust, but here's one of those Berkey brushes that broke, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, this set I've had for so long. It's iBeauty, and do you guys remember when there was like that more expensive brand? I forget what it was. And so everyone was trying to dupe them because it was like, oh my gosh, what was it, like $60 a brush? And people were being sent like the whole collection and then using it like it wasn't super expensive. But I'm going to get rid of some of these that I just know I'm not going to use. Like especially these like kind of smaller eyeshadow brushes. Just not going to use those. But then we're down to these. Okay, we'll get rid of this smaller one. Well, let's be honest. I'm just going to use foundation with these. And that's it. So, get rid of that. I'm going to just keep these 2 and see which ones I end up using. That's still a pretty large keep. So, let's just go through one more time. See if there's anything that we have too many of. Kind of a long video. Okay, there's eyeshadow's face. Okay, and looking at these eyeshadows, there are a few more that I can get rid of. I can get rid of this like Berkey kind of like thicker brush. Keep, 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 keep. So these 3, I'm actually going to get rid of all these 3. I'm just looking at them. I'm not going to grab for them. So this, we're just going to count what's here because like I said, there are some that I'm actively using on my vanity. So 23 face brushes, which is, we're good. That's probably over half of what I got rid of. Going to keep all of the Tarte ones. Keeping all of the bling ones. I meant to say Jessica Braun is who got me to try purchasing these Sephora brushes. She was so obsessed with them. She might still be, but she used to really talk about them a lot. I'm going to pass on this Wet n Wild one. Yeah, I'll keep all these. So how many face brushes is that? Okay, 25 brushes is what I'm keeping, which is basically half of what I had. And then all of these are the ones that we are decluttering. I'm not going to count them up, but that is quite a bit of brushes. I would say I'm getting rid of over half. Wouldn't you? Like, all of this is going away. Is that too many to sell at once? Should I, like, split them up into a couple of different bundles, or just be like, bag of brushes? $10. Who wants it? Just use it. Yeah, I don't know. But we're gonna list these on Mercari, clean the ones that need to be cleaned, and let me know if that should be one or two, like, listings. Like, is that too much to send to one person? Let me know. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this declutter. If you missed it, we did eyeshadow and lipsticks on this season of Vlogmas. Thank you guys so much for being here. I probably won't film again until the beginning of the year. We'll see. Let's just say, let's plan on me not, but just be surprised if I do. But thank you guys so much for being here. Goldie just entered. You want to say hi? You want to say hi, Nicole? Oh no. She's so quick with him. She's so quick with him. I don't like it. Look, we'll arrest her. We'll put a little pause in there and say, you're under arrest for kissing. And you know what she'll do? Start kissing while under arrest. Don't you? No, you can't kiss when you're under arrest for kissing. She don't care. She said, take me to jail. I'll kiss there too. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for being here this year for Vlogmas. Really enjoyed you guys following along, watching, commenting, and all of those things. I hope you are all well. Have a great holiday season, whatever that looks like for you. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye!